Welcome to the Real Crack Chronicles, and I am your host, Piff, the Smoker. As you read the disclaimer, all the stories are real, but names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty. You know how the game go. What's up, people? I told you I'd be back. Well, my first story is probably a 4 or 5 part series on this one, and I call this the Bear Trap. This is how it all started with me. About 6 years ago, I was down on the app. I was hustling, doing my thing, seeing what was going to come up next. So while I'm out there doing the dope, one of the little neighborhood hoes popped by. I mean, literally a hoe. You can just $40. She she give you a good one. She give you a good one. I've seen it told. I never tricked off. I ain't gonna front. I don't do that. That was never my thing. I was about the people. So I hollered at her, and she said she going up to Bear's house, up top. And what I mean by up top, that's the top part of the Ave. We got the top part of the Ave, we got the bottom part of the Ave. And it's split off. We got this street called Devon, which is like the Mason-Dixon line. That separates the both. We literally had hoes with different types of dollars on each side. The upper side, I guess it would cost the tricks a little more. And the bottom side is what the niggas could afford. So, you know what I mean? It could go either way. That's how it went back then. So we strolls up there, and we gets all the way up to Grove Hall. And where she got me going to is in the building. And if anybody know anything about the building, anything can go down in the building. So I was already on point then. So she gets up there, she pressed number 5. But I should have known something was up because all the numbers on the apartments on the box, 5 was damn near indented. It was all pressed in, like you could barely even press that shit. That button never been pressed so much. So she pressed it a few times. We hear the door buzz. We pop in. So the apartment's like off to the cut. We had, you know what I mean? We walk up a few steps and then we just cut off to the right real quick. And it's like right in this little hole, number 5. I never forget that. So we walk through. It's a handicap apartment. And so I didn't know that at first. I just walked in. I just was thinking any old thing. And as soon as we get in, I remember the whole thing because I walked through it a million times, so I could tell you the whole layout. You take about 3 steps. As soon as you walk through the door, the bathroom is right there on your left hand side. Then you got to swing around this narrow little hallway, take this sharp right, and everything to the left of it. He had a big closet right there. Then he had his bedroom right there. Then you go into this open space where he had a couple of couches out there, like a sitting area, a parlor, whatever the hell you want to call it. So I'm looking through the whole thing because, you know, it's one of them apartments, man. It's one way in, one way out. Already to a street dude, that's a no-no because if something go down, you a dead man up in there. You know what I mean? Bars on the windows and everything else. I'm spotting everything out. So I'm like, I don't know about this. But she's like, that's all right, be cool, be cool. So we go up in there. And then when I gets up in the room, man, I seen this like brown skin, like he had little hair on his head. That shit looked like a little tennis ball. Little brown skin. I mean, he wasn't little, he was a big dude. But the weird part about it was I never seen a black man with cold blue eyes. He had some of them old Frank Sinatra eyes. Just blue, just scary as hell. And I was just like, what? So he wheels up to me. He wheels up to me a little bit. And he had another little he had another hoe up in there. Her name was Frida. Now this is the first time I met her too. So she putting her wig on and you know, she got a nice little body, you know what I'm saying? And she nice little, you know what I mean, top, bottom, small waist, you know, that's how I go. But you know, whatever. I'm not there for that. And so she's in there. And he walks up, he rolls up to me, excuse me, he can't walk nowhere. Because the first thing I spot that he ain't got but one leg. Now, he had diabetes, so they must have cut him from the knee down. Because he still had his little knee joint, but the rest of it was gone. All he had was that thigh, that was it. That little knee and that thigh. And he had his other foot, So he was wheeling around in that wheelchair with that one foot, just pushing it back and forth. And then he rolls up on me. He said, hey, you got crack? So I fell back. He got a little glass stem in his hand. He got a little toy he trying to put together in the other. And I started laughing. I was like, yeah. And so we hit it off ever since. But then, well, you know what I mean? I give him a little thing, and then he in there. So Frida, she walking around up in there, and I don't know what she said. So this is my first day meeting. This is my first day. This is how crazy this was. So they get into some words, and I guess Frida was having a crack attack and she ain't had no crack. Now let me give y'all a definition. When these folks don't got no crack, these can be the ugliest people in the world. They get to fighting and everything else, and they get to crying. Sometimes they get crazy, everything. So we call those crack attacks. That's when they low on crack. So I guess he didn't want to give none because I gave him a little piece, and so she said something. So this motherfucker better throw hot tea on her. Just threw it at, blah, hit it. You son of a bitch. She grabs a whole lamp and throws it at him. So I catches it. Luckily, I just see it. I catch it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I don't know these people from Adam. You heard me? But they about to go to war with each other. I'm in the middle of trying to break this shit up. And Riot's sitting over in the corner. She laughing her ass off. I'm like, oh, bitch, this ain't even funny. What's wrong with you? Like, these folks trying to kill each other. So I finally get out in the room. Now, Frida, a big girl. I mean, like, she built, but she like man strong. So I had to like really muscle with her ass. I had to throw her ass out the room. I'm like, what are you doing? That man handicapped. She's like, that man evil. You don't even know. I'm like, what you mean? I don't know nothing, right? I mean, I just walked over there for the first time. So all this was new to me. So get on. I was like, listen, man, just calm down. So then I just gave her a little piece to keep her quiet. Now, this is the first time I really seen somebody tweak like that. So she hit it. And she get butt naked and start looking in the mirror. She is looking in the mirror, butt naked. I'm like, what the hell? I'm just going crazy. I'm like, what is it? And then that's when Riot pulled me to the side. Oh, she's like, oh, Frida be tweaking like that. That's how she tweak. I was like, oh, tweak? I was like, okay, I ain't never seen nobody tweak like that. Then all of a sudden, she starts screaming that she got bugs on the back of her neck and to get them off of her. So Riot in there trying to knock, there ain't no goddamn bugs there. I'm looking at this shit like, ain't no bugs there. The hell is wrong with you? She butt naked in the mirror, looking in the mirror. She got a mirror in her hand, looking in the mirror. You know how sometimes you look in the mirror and it keep going, reflecting. She doing that. She trying to look for herself. Why she high? Butt naked, and she got bugs on the back of her neck. So you can just imagine how she doing this in the bathroom. Butt naked, Jaybird. She got low haircut now. She got that little TWA. I call it a little teeny weeny afro. You know what I mean? The we got the Jada Pinkett look. She got a little bit more than Jada Pinkett. And she in there trying to slap them damn bugs off her back of her neck. There were no bugs there. So Bear, he sitting there laughing. I'm sitting there. I'm looking at him like, he's like, man, she tweet like this all the time. Don't worry about that. So I go back in there. I sit down. I start talking to him. And you know what? I'm going to say the rest of that story for part 2. This is what I want y'all to do, man. Hit me up on AskPiff617@gmail.com. Again, AskPiff617@gmail.com. If you got some ratchet ass stories, some crack ass stories that you want to give me, I got plenty of right now to hold me for a while. This bear trap gonna go for a minute, y'all. So I need y'all to stick with me and listen to my story. I just gotta get it out. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, trust me, I got more to come. I'm just getting started. Like I said, I'm new to all of this, and folks been telling me to get these stories out for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and get them out to y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. I mean, let me know, man. Let me have it, man. I'm a big boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm bulletproof. I can take anything y'all get. You heard me? So we're going to get back on the next episode of Bear Trap Part 2 real soon. And for right now, I'm going to sign off. Listen, keep your head up, chin up, chest out. And when you go out here in them streets, always be aware of your surroundings. Because you always got a hater that's going to try to knock your head off. Always remember, somebody in your neighborhood really don't like you. So be on point for that. Until the next time, I'm out. I'm about to go smoke this blunt, give myself a pat on the back. Piff, job well done. And till we meet again.